So, good morning, all. It's almost afternoon. Okay. So, I hope you all are enjoying the sessions. So, this is the second tutorial or second session where we are going to focus on the administrator activities, and you will completely have an idea of how the admin works and what are the core functionalities of the Joomla. Those are provided to have administrator activities. So, first of all, can someone tell me what is the need of administration? Do you have any thoughts on it? Okay. To control content. Okay. Something else? Sorry? Priority as in? For users. Okay. Something else? Any other thoughts? Keep the site upgraded. Okay. Okay. So all the activities you mentioned all are there in the admin. So let's have a quick round on the administrator. So what is the need of admin is basically when anyone is having their own site, so everyone has to be the master or everyone wants to be the master of the site. So today, suppose I have launched my website and I want to change my contact address or I want to update my telephone number, then everything, it's not practical to hire the person to do that. And everything, it's not practical to hire a company or someone to do all the tasks for us. So instead of that, so let's be a master of the Joomla. So the today's session we are going to have is a be Joomla administrator. That is, you should be the owner of your site. You should be the master of managing all the content, menus, everything from the administrator. Okay. So let's start with the administrator. So I also have my colleague Mukta with me. So she will do some activities for us. So let's start.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
So the first demo will be how to access the administrator.
Okay. So we quickly go through how to access administrator and what we can do in administrator side. So normally administrator link is called by giving the URL as site name and /administrator. So suppose this is the site, say Eric, and when we go to localhost Eric/administrator, you can go to the administrator interface. So just click it. So here you can see the administrator login panel. So here you can add admin username, admin password, and another is secret key. It is the additional security layer, you can say. So just log in. Okay. When you log into administrator, you can see the login administrator interface. So we will quickly go through all the things. So left sidebar is the is some menus, we can say, that what you can do from admin side. So this is one is content. So as Joomla is the content management system, so you can add content, edit content. So for that we have content manager in Joomla. So in that you can add new article. You can see list of articles using article manager. Category manager is kind of you can assign category to the articles. So it's a category manager. Media manager means you can upload, edit, and do some activities on the media, say photo, etc. So another is structure tab. So structure, there is a menu manager. So if you see any site, so you see menus are there in the site where you can click and go inside the site for details. So this is the menu manager. Another is module manager. So we will cover this later, but for idea, Module manager is something you can see in the block structure on your site. So this can be on the left side of the site, right side of the site, or anything. So if, for example, you see the footer on every site, so this is kind of module. And another is user. So user manager is it provides you the user management interface. So we will cover that later. Another is configuration side. So global configuration, as the name suggests, so it globally affects the site if you change the settings. So all the settings are configured in the global configuration. Another is template manager. So template manager is something the site you see on the front end. So it is basically a template which converts the site into the yeah, we can say beautiful site. So it is a template. Then another is language manager. Then we can it's the manager where we can change the language of the site. Joomla provides custom packages of languages, so you can do it from language manager. Another is extensions. So you can install extensions like components, modules, plugins. So it is extension manager from where you can install those. Another is maintenance. So when new Joomla version is available, or any updates are available for any of the extensions, then these are listed here. So you can update the Joomla. So another dashboard is here is so if you see above, okay, then there also you can see the update now that as Amol and Manoj said that there is one-click update for the Joomla. So here you can see update now where you can click on it and update the site. So another is you can see you have post-installation messages. So sometimes what happens when we install any component or any extension, so there is requirement that you need to do some configuration, otherwise that extension will not work properly. So you can show those post-installation messages here when you install, when you write any your custom component, then your post-installation messages can be seen here. So another is logged in users. So logged in users, how many users are logged into the site from front end or back end? So that list can be seen in the logged in users. Popular articles are, these are the articles and these are sorted out according to the hits. So these come under popular articles. Another is site information, which gives basic site information like PHP or any server settings that we have enabled for the site. And then another is recently added articles. So the latest articles you can see on the under the recently added articles. So this is the administrator dashboard, and now we will go through detailed information of every section. So first we will cover the content management. So Shantanu will cover that content management.
Okay, thank you, Mukta. So let's start with the first item, that is the content management. As you all know that content is the heart of any website, and if you don't have any content on your website, then blank page doesn't matter a lot. So let's start with the content management. So for the contents, we have to categorize the content. Like suppose I have 10,000 articles, then those should be having the different subjects, or those may be having the different subjects. Then I should be able to categorize all the content based on the data I have. So let's start with the content tab. So content is the tab where you can manage all the related activities. So let's click on content. So in the content we have manager, category manager, feature articles, and the media manager. So let's go with one by one. So the first is the category manager. The step in Joomla to manage the content is we have to first create the category. So let's go with the category manager. So already I have 3 categories created. So let's have a quick demo on how to create the categories. So it's very simple. Let's click on new. When you click on new, you will have a small form to fill up. And the title is the category title, whichever title you want to have for your category. Then let's add some title. That is the JWC. Then the next part is description. This is the description for your category. What is the category about, and what you all want to have in this category, etc. Information can be added in the description. So let's have some description added. Please avoid the typos. This is the category description added. Then let's have the second tab clicked, publishing. So this is the tab where you can decide all the things for the category. That is a clean, created by, created date, and a modified date, modified by, hits, and ID. ID is the unique identifier like the database for any category. Then created by is a user who have created a category. So it will be by default admin for now. As admin, we are now creating a category. Fine. Then next is the created date. So date will be the today's date, as we are creating the category today. Then we have modified date. So suppose I created a category today and added some description or updated the title, then that will be the modified date. So created date will be there and the modified date will be always there. Then the modified by will be the user who is modifying the content. So let's go ahead. Then third is the permissions. Okay. So these are the permissions given for different access levels of the Joomla. So when we have all the users created on the Joomla, we have different types like guest, manager, administrator, registered, author. So those will be covered later in the user manager. So these are the permissions given for the user group. Then let's click on save, just to save the category. So now the category is created. So let's have a quick round on the buttons we have on the top. So the save is, it will save the content to the database and will keep you on the same page. The next one is the save and close. So it will save the data to database and you will be returned to the list of categories. The third one is the save and new. That is, it will save the content to database and in the same form you can create the next category. That is a new category. Then next one is the save as copy. So the copy of the category will be created on the same panel. Next one is the versions. So versions is something like the Google Drive you had. Suppose you have a document on Google Drive today and suppose you added any content tomorrow, so it saves all the versions. So the same thing is done by Joomla here. So that is the versions. And the close is, it will close the panel. Okay. So let's click on save and close. So we are seeing the JWC category created at the bottom. Okay. Any doubt till here? It's clear? I think it's simple more, right? Looks like. Fine. Okay. So now we have a category. So the next step is to add the content to the category. Okay. So for that we have to visit the article manager. So let's click on article manager. Am I going very fast? It's good? Okay, thank you. Okay, so we are now on the article manager. So in the Joomla, if you visit different areas like module manager, plugin manager, category manager, article manager, media manager, almost. So all these managers have common things, like they have the list view. Then if you click on new, then they will allow you to create new module or create new category or create new article. So new will always help you to create the next and new item. And the list view is same. So now we have to assign our new article to the category we just have created. So let's click on new to create a new article. Okay, so here again we have the same panel. That is the title and allies and the content. So let's add any title. Okay, so accessing Joomla admin is the content name, and add some content. So accessing Joomla admin is the name of your article. Okay, and the actual content you want under this article, that will be added to the text area given. That is the editor provided by Joomla. So you can add your content. So welcome to Joomla administrator is the content given. Then on the right side we have status. So if you click on the tab, so it's having options as published, unpublished, archived, and trashed. So published is by default, it's the option given for the content. So when you add any article, it will be always published. So if you want to unpublish it, you can choose the option unpublish. Archived will be the archived option. And the next one is the trashed, that is, it will be deleted from the system. So it will not be deleted directly, it will save somewhere on the system. And if you can filter all the trashed out articles, then you will have all the list of the trashed articles you already have done. Okay, so for the published, so right now let's keep this article published. Then let's click on the category. So in the category we have the JWC category created, which was already there. Okay, so let's click JWC because we want to add this article under JWC category. Fine. So let's click JWC. Then next one is the featured or not featured. It will be the yes no types button. The next one is the access. So if you click on access, it will show you all the user manager levels. That is the guest, registered, everything. So you can always select the access for any article. Then let's go to the next one. That is the languages. So we'll cover this part sometime later. And the tags. So the tags will be, it will almost same like a Facebook types, that where you can create the tags and those tags will be bounded to the article created. Then we have a version note. So version note, as we discussed, the version is the same thing which is there for the category. So version note is the thing where you can add a note for particular version. Like I edited this today, I edited that today, something like that. So any note can be given for the version note drop down. So let's scroll up. The article manager, sorry, the article to the Joomla category. Let's click on save. So if you can see the allies part here. So the allies is used for the SEO URLs or the short URLs feature of the Joomla. So if you check the title, then it has accessing, then space, then Joomla, then space and admin. So if you check the allies, it has replaced all the spaces by dashes. So it's the complete string, just to have a string for the URL. So that is accessing dash Joomla dash admin. So this is the same functionality done for the category manager as well. Fine. So let's click on save and close. Okay. So the accessing Joomla admin is the article created in the first row. So last created first. Okay. So let's have a quick round on the list view as well. So the first column is the ordering, the two upward and downward arrows. So if you click on it, it will quickly refresh the page and all the 3 squares per articles are activated now. So you can drag and drop article to create or to change the order of any article. Can we have a quick? Okay. So this way you can change the order. If you have visited the Joomla 1.5 and then was a order column and you just had to put 1, 2, 3 types of numbers. So here it's made easy, just drag and drop. Then next one is the checkboxes. The checkboxes are provided to have all the operations which are there on the top. Then the next one is the status. Status is already having published, featured. And next column is the title of the article. Then access levels given, author. Then the language provided or languages applicable for this article. Date of the article created. Then we have the hits. And the last is the ID, that is the Joomla database ID for this article. So now we have the category, then we have the content created. Now we have to assign or we have to go to the menu manager to have this article on the front end. So let's click on menus. So this is the third step to have a content on the front page. So on the menu, we have a menu manager. The main menu is default given by Joomla. So let's click on main menu. Yeah, so we are now again having the same panel. So let's quickly create the menu. So let's click on new. Okay, add some menu title. Okay, then this is the crucial part where we have to decide which type of menu it is. So if you click on menu item type, click on select. So it will open a list of the things. So articles, configuration, contacts, newsfeed, search, smart search, system links, user manager, web links, wrapper, all these are the default extensions provided by Joomla. So this is the admin where we have also installed few other extensions as well. So that will be covered by Mukta later. So here now we want to create the menu for the article. So let's click on articles. So we have few subtypes like archived category articles, category block, category list, create article, then the featured, gallery, list of all categories and a single article. So for now, let's create the single article type menu. So click on single article. So page will be refreshed quickly and you will have single article as a menu type selected. Then as you are creating the single article type menu, we want to select the article which will be bounded to this menu. So let's click on select article. Now here you will have a list of all articles created in your system. So here you can choose any one article at a time. So let's click on the article we just created. Okay. So when you click on it, it will automatically put the link of that article in the link tab. So the link tab is not editable. Based on the type you select, the link will be popped out in the link text box. Then we have the target window. If you just click on target window, then it's the parent or the new window with navigation, new without navigation. So just if you want to open the article in the same tab or create the new tab when you click on the link. So these are the options given there. Then the template style, that is the templates installed. So you can choose different template for different article created on the site. Then have a round on right side. That is the menu location. That is the main menu. That is the all the menu types created in the system. So for now, we are just creating the menu under main menus. That is why main menu is selected as a default. Then parent item. So if you click on it, it will show you list of all the menus already created in the system. So if you want to create a menu that is a parent item, then just keep the option main menu root. If you want to create a sub menu that is a menu under already created menu, then you can select the any menu created in the list. So let's create the root menu. Then we have the ordering. As per the notice, it will be available after the saving. Then we have the status, that is published, unpublished. Then next one. Yeah, can we go ahead? Yeah, so it's the default page. So default page will be option covered later when we are on the list view. Then we have the language and the note. So access is again the same drop down we just saw in the category manager. So let's click on save and close. And hence we are ready with our menu. So the first step we did, जो हमने category create किया था, that was the category manager. From the category we created, then we switched to article manager where we created a content item, and that content item is bounded to the category we created. And the same step we followed to create the menu manager. So there we created a new menu and the article is again assigned to that menu. So menu, article and category. So if you can swap it, category, article and menu. Okay. So without menu, you said. Without menu, yeah, you always it's not always mandatory to create the menu item for the category, sorry, menu item for the article. So when you create an article, you will Joomla will give you the link for that article with the article ID created. So you can directly put that link into the browser, or you can directly use that link in the code to redirect somewhere. So we are just going through the basics of administrator. That is why I'm just introducing how the menu manager is used, but it's not mandatory to create a menu always. Right? I think I have answered the question. Yeah. Thank you. Okay. So now we are at the third step for the menu manager. So let's quickly go to the front end. So for the front end, let's go to the tab. Here is the link. Here is the link where you can create on it, and you will have your front end open like we have. So this is the default Joomla installation already done. So here we are seeing the menu one. That is the menu we just created. So if you click on it, it will show you the accessing Joomla admin. That is the article we just created and the content we just have added. So it's showing few details like written by super user, category JWC, then we have published date and the hits 0. So if you refresh the page, hits will be increased. So this is the hits feature provided by Joomla. So this way we have covered the content manager. Any doubt till here? Still simple? Okay, good. Okay. So let's go to the users manager. Okay. So for users managers, I would like to request Mukta to share some thoughts with us. So I've handed over to Mukta.
Okay. Um, as I said earlier, user manager gives you the user management interface. So let's click on user manager. Okay. So when on site you register as a new user, then it comes to the user list. So here currently there are 3 users registered. So here is the list. We can create new users from the backend as well. So if we click on new, then you can create the new user. So let's quickly create new user. So name is the name of the user. So login name. Okay. So login name is the kind of name which is unique. So as we can say username which is unique. So it is a login name. Then password and confirm password is your password. Okay. So email is your email ID. Registration date and last visit date is the date you registered and the last visit date that you visited last time. Then password reset count is count that you changed the password.
Default is 10.
Sorry?
Default is 10.
No, it's 0.
Not 3.
Sorry?
Now the user can go on the forgot password.
Yeah, he can click.
That's all.
Yeah.
That we can set it here.
Yeah. So
if I ask for a password reset, that will become 1. If I ask one more time, it will become 2. Which based on my activity as admin.
Admin we can restrict it.
You can't restrict. It's the count.
okay. Then assigned user groups. So let's quickly go above. So this I will cover later, and just click save and close. Okay. So basically, there is configuration that you allow as an admin. You are allowing users to register on your site or not. So if you see right side tab, there is options. So here you can set if you are allowing your site users to register or not. So first is allow user registration. If you set it to no, then no one can register on your site. So new user registration group, that is when user registers on your site, then what will be the default group he will be assigned to. So that is new user registration group. Then guest user group, that is the user who has not logged in, so what his type will be, so it will be guest. Then send password, it is the configuration when user registers on your site, and then he receives the activation email. So you want to send password in that activation email or not, so that setting is here. Then new user account activation, so it has options, that is self. If user is activating himself, so we are setting it to self. If admin is going to activate the user, then we will set it to admin. And if user don't need to click on activation and he will be directly registered to the site, then it will be set to none. So notification mail to administrator. So when user registers on the site, so if admin wants to know that someone is registered on my site, so it will be set to yes. Then front-end language is something that if user can change the language of the site as he wants, so this can be set to show and hide. And change login name, that if user is allowed to change his login name or not. So maximum reset count is the maximum password reset count that user can reset the password. So it is by default 10. Okay, then the reset counter, as we saw that user can reset the password for 10 times, and the time in hours means for resetting how much time period should be in between. So that is time in hours. So minimum password length, that user must enter the password of minimum length, and which is by default 4. Okay, then just go above. So enable versions, it is the same for all, that we can set the versions for all. Mass mail is something that if you site's admin wants to send a mass email to site users, so he can do it from here. Then permissions is basically when there are users, so you need to set permissions for those users. That suppose if it is a newspaper site, so there can be user types as editor, publisher, etc. So you need to manage all the users, that who can do what. So this is kind of we can say access control list, that we can as admin we can manage that who can access what and who can do what all things, etc. So just cancel. So currently we have enabled the user registration. So if you go in the front end, so the login module you can see. Okay, so right side there is a login form. So you can see the create an account link. So if you set that registration to no, then this link will disappear. So you cannot register to the site. Okay, so these are the basic fields from where you can register. And when you click on register, you will get an activation email on which you can click and register to the site. Okay, so. Okay, so let's go to next option. So user groups. So, okay, these are the groups that I said for if there are users on our site. So we must differentiate who can access and who can do on the site. So here comes the user groups. So let's quickly go through every group. That is, first is public. So public is the user who comes on your site and who is not logged in. So another is registered user. Registered user is the one who logs into your site. So it is the registered user. Then another is author. So as I said, if we are developing a news website, so there can be basically a main area that we will cover in the news website will be the content. So author is the user group which can write the article and just save it, his own articles. Another comes his editor. Editor has some extra ability that he can edit his own articles as well as the articles of others like authors, but he cannot publish the articles. So for publishing the articles, there comes another user group which is publisher. So publisher can basically edit his own articles or others articles as well as publish those articles. So all the accessibility of author and editor comes to the publisher, so he can always add new article also. So another is manager. So manager is same as publisher, but with backend access. So when you you are a manager type user, then you can have access of article manager, etc. So you can publish from backend and do that stuff, but you don't have any access to the global configuration which actually affects the site, and you also don't have access to the user manager, so you can't do any new user or you can't edit the existing users details. So another is administrator. Administrator is close to the super admin. So most of the things he can access, that is he can install the components or extensions, then he can access the users, but he can access those users who are lower to that group level. So he cannot see the super admin accounts, or he cannot create the new super admin account. And another is super users. So basically super users is the main admin of the site. So he can have access of all the things in the site admin, and you can have multiple super users for your site, and all will have same access. Okay. So another is user nodes. So basically, as its name suggests, nodes is something if you want to put something for specific user, so you can add it as a node for that user. So you can have categories of that nodes as well. So you can create the nodes category, and or you can create a user node. Suppose we are creating some user node, so subject. Okay. So next you have to select user for which you are creating the node. So say JWC user. Okay. Then we haven't created any category for user nodes. So by default, its category is uncategorized. So it have status and review node, version node. So let's click on save and close. Okay, so let's go to users. Then for JWC users, here you can see if you have any user node assigned to some user, then you will see that icon, and when you click on it, so you can see the user nodes assigned to that user. Okay. Then you can, there are some options that you can create new user, you can edit existing user, etc. So let's quickly go through this list. So first is checkboxes. Using checkboxes, you can create the upper, you can do any activities that are given on that list. Then name is the name of the user. Okay, username is the name which we had created under the login name section, which is unique. Then enabled and activated. So there is difference between enabled and activated. Can you tell me what can be the difference between enabled and activated? Okay, so I will give you. Then means when you are registering as a user, and if you will get the activation link in the email. So when you haven't clicked on activation email yet, so your activated will be the that is that red mark you are seeing. So you are non-activated users, so that will be seen there. Enabled is if there are users on your site and you want some user to be blocked from the site, so you can click on the that enabled link, so that user will get disabled. So another is user group that I told you which are the user groups we can assign. So these above 3 users are logged into the site as a registered users. Then another is email. That is the email. Okay, so you have registered to the site, and so when you register to your site, you will get an activation email. Okay, so you haven't currently clicked on that activation link. So till then, you are the non-activated user. Okay. Then email is the email address that you entered while registration. Then last visit date, that the date when you logged in last time. Registration date is the registration time, and ID, which when user registered to the site, then an ID is assigned to those users. So this is ID. Okay. Then, so this is something about user manager. Now the another thing comes that Joomla, we can install any extensions to the Joomla as per our requirement. So let's see how we can install the extensions. So let's go to the extension, that is extension manager. So you can install the extensions using 3 ways. First is upload package file. So any extension comes with a zip file. So when you choose package, then you can install from here. So we are installing one component. Like on sites, you can see some ads displaying on your site. So that component is social ads. So when you install that extension, then it gives you some information about that extension. Then just go to extension manager again. So this was the first way we can install any extension. Then another is install from directory. So if you see the Joomla folder structure, then there is a one TMP folder. So by default, you can see the folder path here, that is site name /TMP. So you can put your extension folder under that TMP folder and install, then it will get installed. And last option is install from URL, that is you can directly install it from URL. So we have installed now from upload package file. So you can see the install component in the component list. So basically we will go through what is component. So if you go to the front end, then all you can see, this is the HTML page. So all this HTML page is rendered basically from any of the component. So if you are seeing any article on the front end, so Joomla has content management system stored in the component, that is com content. So all the articles you can see are actually fetched from the that content component. Okay, so this is the main part of the site. So when you want to create your custom component, then you can create it, and it will, as he said, using the menu manager, you can give any of the page as a home page for the front end. So let's go to the back end. Okay, there are by default some components installed with the Joomla, like banners, contacts, web links, tags, etc. Another component that someone asked for the last session, that is Akiba backup. It is basically used for taking the backup of the site. So when you install this component, then you can directly take backup of the site, including the database. And once you get that zip, and you can again restore that site anywhere you want. So, okay, banners is the another component that you can set the site logo, and some left side and right side banners are there. So these are used using the banners component. Then, so as I said that you can update the Joomla using that Joomla one-click update. So here is the component which actually updates the Joomla, which is Joomla update. So here also you can see the installed Joomla version on your site is 3.4.1, and the latest Joomla version available, that is 3.4.5. So this component actually helps you to upgrade your site to latest Joomla version. Okay, so this is something about components. Then another comes into picture is module manager. So if you see any site, then there is site is divided into some parts. That is, one is the main part. Then you can see some small boxes on the site, on the left side or right side of the site. So these are in Joomla we say modules to those. So if you see that login form, this is that is one module. Then if you see on the main menu, so this is also one module. So installation method for all the extensions is same. So let's go to any of the module. So you can access using extension and module manager. Okay, so let's go to the login module. Okay, so let's quickly go to the configuration of these modules. So first is the title, that is title of the module. Then this pre-text and post-text are kind of parameters you can give to any module. So if you are developing your custom module, then you can have any parameters that will help you to achieve your goal that you are doing. And okay, so another is, let's go above. Okay, so show title is one configuration that you can see. So our title is login form, and you can hide that title using show title yes no. So if you hide that, then login form will disappear. Okay. So another is position. Okay, let's go to backend. So another is position. So you can decide on which position, that is on left, on the right side, on top, above side or lower side, you want to show the module. According to it, you can set the position. These positions are defined according to the template you have installed to the site. So in our template that we have set to the front end, the position 7 comes to the right side. So we can see the login form is set to the right side. Another is status. So status is same as for all things, that is published, unpublished, trashed, or okay. Then start publishing. So you can set the date from where from which date you want to show that on the site. So it's the start publishing. And finish publishing. So suppose you are there is something event and which you want to show on your site, so you can set the start publishing date and end publishing date, so it will work. And access is so click on access please. So this is again access, that is guest and public access will be for those who are not logged in. And super users, that module will be visible to only super users. Registered, that is who have logged into the site, they can see the module. And special is we see as a special access as who is means all the groups except public and registered comes to the special category. So we can set it to the special also. Okay, then suppose there are 4 modules we have published on the position 7. So you want to order those according to the your need. So you can set the position, you can set the ordering. Open that login form. Just go below. Okay, so you can set the ordering, after which you can you want to set that module. Okay, then another is just go to another. Okay, language. And another is note. So note is the common for all that if you want to create any note. Then another is menu assignment. Okay, so you have created a module and set the position, but you may want that you want to show it on specific pages and not all pages. So you can create here. So module assignment has 3 options. So please click on it. So one is on all pages. So you want to show on all pages, then you can set this. No pages means you don't want to show it anywhere. Only on the pages selected and on the on all pages except those selected. So when you select option between these two, you can get the menu selection. And okay, so here is the main menu and user menu. So on which pages you want to show that module, you can set those and click on save. So that module will be visible on only those pages. So just click on save and close. Okay, so there are many types of modules you can either develop or you can create from here. So let's click on new. So these are large types of module types that you can create. So some modules are for articles, selecting articles or latest articles we can say. So another are the main thing we need in the module is the custom HTML. So many times you want that you want to show something on your site that is static content. So you don't need to develop one new module and install it and then save it and then show it. So you just create the custom HTML module. So if you select the custom HTML type, then you can write any HTML you want in your editor and set these options as I said, and save and close. So you will see if you want to know any example that is on site, if you want to show any contacts that site users can contact to the site admin, etc. So that content will not change very frequently. So you can create custom HTML module and show it on the position you want. So it will work. Then comes the plugin manager. So plugin is the thing as its name suggests. So you are plugging in something to your normal flow. So plugin manager basically triggers to after some event occurs. So if I want to if I have registered to the site, and after registration I want to do something else, that is if I want to send email to another administrator or any specific user. So that facility by default Joomla doesn't give. So you want to develop that ability, then you can create the user type plugin. So let's go to the types of plugins. So authentication plugin, there are various types of plugins, that is authentication, content, user, system plugin, etc. So let's go to some types. Authentication plugin is basically authenticating something and you want to do some task while authenticating the user. So you can write the authentication type plugin. Then another comes the user plugin. So user plugin basically it is related to the users. So if you want to do something while registration, while logging in, or while updating the profile, so all the triggers you can add to the user plugin, so it will work according to your need. Then system plugin is something that for example you want to after logging in you want to redirect to some specific page, then you can write the system plugin and do the things you want. Then, okay. Then the main part that a site admin needs to do is the configuration. So this is the global configuration. Then Shantanu will tell you the details of global configuration.
Okay, thank you, Mukta. So I think we are at the end of the session and the end of the slide. That is the global configuration. So this is the panel. These are the settings which are applied globally to the site. So as we are saying, there are 5 tabs and too many parameters available. So let's quickly run through some of them which are needed. So first is the site name. This is the name where you have to specify your site name. Then the site offline. So this is the one-click feature given to take your site offline. Then the next one is the offline message. There you can choose the message when your when your site will be offline. Then the next one is default editor chosen for the site. Then the default captcha. And the right side is the SEO settings. So SEO is search engine optimization, as you all know. So the first parameter is the search engine friendly URL. So this is the parameter used to minimize the long URLs of the Joomla. Then the next one is the URL rewriting and a model class suffix. Then next one is the system. So for the system, these are the parameters related to the system. So let's go with the middle part, that is the debug settings. So debug, this is needed for the developers. So when you click on debug system or debug language, it will show you all the things happening in the backend, like the memory usage or which are the queries running to get that page out. And the next one is the cache settings. So cache, we have 2 parts, that is a conservative and progressive caching. So if you want to cache your page, then the cache settings are provided by Joomla. Then let's go to the third tab, that is the server. So very important setting here is the error reporting. So if you click on error reporting, few options are already available. So this is again the parameter available for developers. So when you click on error reporting, please click on it. Yeah, so we have simple, maximum, and a development. So these are the types of the errors you want to have. So if you click on maximum, then it will show you all the notices, warnings, fatal errors, etc. Development, it will be the coding errors, which will be completely understood only by the developers. And the none, it will not show you any error. And the simple will be just a simple errors like warnings and notices, etc. from the coding and throughout the site. So next is the database settings. These are the settings where the host, database name, username, password, these all settings are saved. And the mail setting, these are the settings just to configure the mail server or the mail settings on your site. So when your system want to send out the emails, these settings will be configured, or these settings have to be configured. Let's go up.
So it's not template dependent.
Sorry?
So it's not template dependent.
Template dependent?
I mean the mail settings
Right.
are template dependent or settings?
No, these are the individual settings. Yeah. It has nothing to do with the templates. Okay. Okay, then let's click on cancel on the top. So these were the basic settings which are really needed to configure your website. Okay, so I think we are done from our side. Do we have any questions? Yeah, please.
In the article we added in 2 categories. Single article we added in
Can we go there on the form? Sorry? Yeah, that was the thing I just want to show him. Yeah, actually Joomla doesn't allow to add the same article into the 2 categories. So that is why we covered the category manager. So you can select only one category for article.
I mean, like there was a scenario where I had to code. I was coding certain thing, and what I wanted to do is I want to show all the articles in a particular slider or something. So I just wanted to select a category or 2 or 3 categories where all the articles will come up. So I wanted one particular article in two categories.
In your use case, you can easily build a module where you can choose multiple categories,
Okay.
and then all the articles from all those categories show together. That doesn't need required technology.
Okay, I wanted like there are two buttons. The buttons should have the category names, and one. I mean both the category names should have the same article. I mean, it should be showing the same article. It's like if animals like an animal can be a mammal as well and can be some bird as well.
I think tags are the best.
Okay,
in the present
tags is the comes up as a solution for this. Can I have one question?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. What if two developers are working on a site simultaneously? I mean, the site is hosted on a particular domain, okay, on a testing domain, and you guys are working. Okay, so I mean, like, what we did is we created a single ID, okay, a single user login.
Admin login.
Yeah, admin login, and we both used that particular admin login to work simultaneously. But is that the best practice, or should we create different user for? I mean, how you guys have been working on Joomla? What do you do? On
Ideally, admin login should not be shared with too many users. That is the first thing.
You can't, one is editing, the other will not be permitted to save.
Yeah, that is a global check-in option already there provided. But one admin should not
cannot
do
use the same
multiple operations.
admin. Two users cannot use it.
Correct.
So if two developers are working on a single site, they should be having different
Admin logins.
Admin logins,
Right.
and they should be working.
So basically for production sites, what's recommended is that you integrate something called as logman, which gives you a nice audit trail of what actions have been happening. So if your administrator is editing an article, is he publishing a module, is he publishing a plugin? So all those actions get logged, and that way you can actually keep a track of what's going on. So yeah, almost done.
Like you got starting in a minute?
Okay.
Yeah.
1 minute?
Yeah.
So that way you can keep track of what's going on, and then you can give each of your admins a separate login.
What is a plugin?
Logman is a component plugin. Keeps track of all activities that happening.
So people are working with the same admin login. That is there any chances of like crashing down or something? I mean,
No.
But just for auditing purpose, it's better to.
Okay. Great. Thank you.
So I think you guys should move to the keynote room. Should be the main room. So keynote starts in a couple of minutes.
Thank you all. Thank you for spending time with us. Yeah, we can discuss out offline.